Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Candace and this is 1119, and today we're going to be diving into different types of self-care activities that's related to your mind, your body, your soul, as well as your emotional self. Now, self-care, as I mentioned before in previous videos, I have talked about how the importance it is for you to start to develop your own practice as well as different routines that's going to help you kind of set the pace for you staying on top of your well-being and also just the overall quality of your life. And just to premise a little bit too, self-care actually helps eliminate stress. It could also help boost your mood, improve your physical health, and really enhance productivity. So there is no excuse, in my opinion, why self-care is something that you shouldn't be developing into your life every day. It's just a matter of you incorporating that into your routine, which is why today's video is very important. Now, these rituals are not magical based. They are not something that you need to be scared of. I think the word ritual is something that can have its negative content tendency, but the way that I'm perceiving or wanting you, my community, to perceive that is having a ritual is something that allows you to stay structured in a format that allows you to create something more bigger and developable that you didn't think was even possible. So ritual, in my opinion, is really getting a structuredized way of you understanding how your daily intake is going to continue for you. You can think of it as a schedule. You can think of it as a form of to-do list if ritual is the word that's throwing you off. So I just wanted to be a little bit mindful of that. With that being said, let's talk about the first one, and that is hydration. You need to stay hydrated. This is a vessel, okay? And you need to take care of your vessel. And having a morning routine or a morning ritual is going to help that tremendously. I've talked about this in my productivity video, and I'll make sure to link it up here for you as well. The ritual within your morning routine that I love for you to really incorporate is staying hydrated. It is no excuse for you to not be drinking water or to stay hydrated at all throughout the day, okay? Now, to me, when I think about staying hydrated, it's not the basic water. I personally like making this water, and this water is called my bougie water, okay? My bougie water is not only better than just regular water, it's actually hydrating, and it brings more electrolytes in your body, which is actually what you need, because having too much just plain water, filtered water, is not actually going to keep your body staying filtered and staying healthy and staying hydrated. First ingredient, you're just going to use water. The second is going to be coconut water. Now you're going to use a lime. If you don't have a lime, you can also use a lemon. You're going to use salt. Specifically, you're going to use sea salt. If you don't have sea salt, Himalayan salt is going to do really well as well. So that is your bougie water. Because of this bougie water, it's going to not only help you stay hydrated, but also the electrolytes that it's going to format. Don't ask me about the science, I just know that it's there. It's going to help your metabolism as well. So drinking something like water, or this form of a water, is way better than you just chugging down a cup of coffee and thinking that you're actually going to give your body the energy that it needs, because you're actually doing it a disservice by doing that. Getting into a ritual for your morning routine is basically practicing some form of mindfulness. Now, I personally love doing something like this first thing in the morning. It helps me set the tone for the day. It helps me start relaxing throughout the day. Before I even get out of bed, I do a 20-minute meditation. But honestly, doing a 10-minute meditation before you get out of bed is going to help you set the tone for the rest. And lastly, the next thing that you can do is absolutely free, and it's just simply speaking into terms of the day how you want it to. You basically saying when you wake up, today is going to be an amazing day. I'm not going to let anyone's bullshit or negativity affect the way that I move. You have set the tone for the day, that anything that would come in that would disrupt that thing, you're setting the boundary and you're letting yourself, today's about me, or today I'm having a calm day and I'm setting the tone. It's a boundary that you put out to yourself as well as to the universe, and that's a very beautiful way for you to interact a more self-care activities into your daily routine, which would be part of your ritual. So now let's talk about midday rituals. Now this is basically like your afternoon routine. The first one you can do is incorporate some form of movement or some form of a break for yourself, especially if you're doing a 9 to 5 or you're working really hard first thing in the morning. Give yourself some time to get out of that. Stretching your legs, getting out of that space is going to help practice a more mindfulness for yourself, because again, you're setting that boundary that work is work and I'm here to do what I need to do, and I'm keeping my mindset in a positive space. The second thing that you can do is really having a healthy lunch. No more fast food, no more doing things that's going to cause more harm to your vessel. Instead, you're actually taking the time to either pack your meal by doing meal prep, or you're doing some form of eating out in a more healthier location instead of you going to your regular fast food restaurant. And this would include a good protein, good healthy fats and carbohydrates, something that's going to help you stay energized and satisfied until you get to the evening of your day. And speaking of getting to the end of your day, this is now we can incorporate more of an evening ritual, an evening schedule. I have to say that I may not be the best at this for myself, but I do incorporate one or two of these things every single night before I go to bed. And the first one is just having a more wind down, a chill, relax evening. This would include you're not watching anything on TV, you're not on your phone, you're not doing any screen time, you're not working. You're doing things that's going to help slow yourself down and get ready to rest your brain. Your brain has gone through a lot today. If you don't really realize that, it takes a lot of pictures through your eyes. It takes a lot of memories through the conversations that you had and your experiences throughout the day. And so providing yourself a more space to disconnect from what you experienced to wind down to your own energy is a good way to do that. And winding down helps prepare you for a good night's sleep. Another thing that you can do is doing a self-reflection or just providing gratitude simply by just saying like, man, today was a freaking beautiful day, by you going back from like where you started to where you are now and how your interactions were. How did you feel throughout the day? What was some good things? What was some bad things? And are you still grateful for the things that you experienced? Because at the end of the day, we're just here experiencing life. And so what's the experiences that you experience? Are they things that you want to have again? Or have you learned from them and you're like, I don't want that anymore? Reflect, give gratitude. These are the two easiest things that you can do right now for your nighttime ritual. Now, you may be asking, like, Candace, how can I actually incorporate this on a day-to-day schedule or in a way that's throughout the day that I'm not forgetting? There's a few things you can do. You can set alarms on your phone to like pause and reflect. I've done things where it's like, Candace, you got to eat, bitch. And that will force me to stop and make sure I'm not working too hard. I'm not too focused on something. And it's giving myself time to wind down and actually make myself a meal. Another thing that you can do is stay mindful and stay present. I also had an alarm on my phone that would be like, how are you feeling? It's a quick check-in. You doing okay? You doing all right? That's a great way for you to really pause and reflect and see about how you're feeling in the moment, right? So alarms is a very good way. And just when you have those alarms, give yourself time to practice those mindfulness and being present. Like when that alarm goes off, you really do have to stop or whatever it is that you're doing to say, let me reflect. I need to reflect. And that's how you start to incorporate more peace and mindfulness into your daily routine. Now, with all this being said, we've talked about a lot of things about what you can do as far as like throughout the entire day, what the difference between a ritual and a schedule is. And this is where I would like you to start incorporating that into your life right now. Get a pen and paper. You can take a look at our video from last week about self-care and things of that nature. So you can take a look and see what you need to do in regards to the planets if you want to incorporate that into your self-care routine. But this is where you allow yourself to really think about the different types of rituals that you do want to start incorporate. Maybe you need a little bit more help waking up in the morning so that you have a better morning start of your day. Maybe it's more in the evening and you need to make sure that you're getting off the screen and you're not scrolling on TikTok or watching movies when you then have to go to work early in the morning and then you're feeling groggy. Or maybe it's the opposite. Maybe you want to have something that's really in the middle of your day that makes you help and stop and pause. Whatever it is, give yourself the time to actually start to develop and customize your ritual, because this is you. That's why this is a self-care ritual. It's your ritual on how you are going to make sure that you feel better. So how can you start incorporating that today? I would love to know, what is your favorite self-care ritual? I'm going to tell you guys in the comments down below, and I would love for you guys to chime in on that as well. Also, at the same time, if you found this video helpful, please share this to other people and make sure you are subscribed to the community, because I would love for you to be part of us. And thank you for watching for today's video. I do just want to say that self-care is not a luxury. It's a necessity. And by you incorporating these daily rituals into your schedule right now, it just means that you're trying to create a more balanced, a more happy, a more aligned life for yourself. And I'm just really grateful that you're here today receiving it and wanting to do more and better for yourself. With that all being said, I will see you guys next time, and take care of yourself. Love y'all. Sending you guys good vibes, and I'll see you at our next one. Bye, guys.